Jim mantuvo en secreto sus pesadillas, pero posteriormente se las contó a Jack, su hermano gemelo, quien solo aumentó su confusión.
So he starts telling me this, my nightmare, on the phone, and I go, holy mackerel, I've been having the same nightmares. What is going on here?
Ninguno de los dos sabía qué pasaba, pero la salud de Jim peligraba y cuando sus pesadillas se hicieron más frecuentes, los médicos que observaban su condición se preocuparon. Repetidamente le preguntaron qué lo mantenía despierto de noche, y cuando supieron el contenido de sus sueños, le hicieron más preguntas. Al final, un psiquiatra que trabajaba en el caso dijo que le recordaba una situación de secuestro. El médico recomendó a Jim que hablara con el investigador de ovnis, Ray Fowler. Fowler se tomó la historia en serio. Poco después, los 4 hombres se sometieron a hipnosis. De pronto, otros detalles de lo ocurrido esa noche de agosto de 1976 comenzaron a emerger.
One of the things I remembered very clearly was Jack saying that it's gaining on us. And I remember suddenly being enveloped in this tube of light. And I remember looking up, and I was thinking about, what the heck is that up there? You know, like, what's up there? And that took a few seconds, and then I looked back again, and Chuck Rack's gone. The last thing I remembered was having both hands on the side of the canoe, looking out at the water to see if Chuck was in the water, and then not seeing him and thinking, oh my God, you know, what happened to Chuck? And then looking up, and then the next thing I remembered was this just intense feeling of almost like I was coming apart or something. That's the only way I can describe it. Then the next thing I remembered was being on my back in this hazy environment, which was just like this nightmare that I've been having.
Una vez que la confusión de sus sueños fue aclarada, pronto se descubrió una aterradora experiencia.
I'm lying on my back, and I'm disoriented. I'm not sure where I am. As I'm forcing and struggling to get up, a face appears and looks straight down at me.
It reminded me of insects. I remember thinking, God, these things look like bugs. They had like large eyes, almost like ants have. They could have been goggles for all I know, but and they had some kind of clothing on, like spandex. I became focused on this thing's hand, realizing that it was not a hand like ours at all. And this one had me by the wrist, and he was holding my arm up, and he had something else in his hand. But I didn't like the looks of it. And I remember thinking, oh boy, here we go. This is it. I got 5 seconds to live. They're going to cut me open. They're going to dissect me, whatever. I just want to get out of here. Get me out of here.
Tomaría horas de hipnosis para que los 4 hombres relataran los exámenes extraterrestres. Luego, cada uno recordaría una parte de los hechos que los regresarían a la Tierra.
They moved us again into this other space, this room. Then this area in front of me started changing somehow. It was doing something. It was some type of machine or something. It was very strange. And the last thing I remembered thinking was, here we go. I don't know what's going to happen next, but something is happening.
Under regressive hypnosis, I remember the aliens trying to put me in the canoe. There was one of them standing in the canoe over me, trying to adjust my position in the back of the canoe, and another one was sort of waist deep in the water right next to me. And then they tried to position Jim Weiner in front of me, but he's heavier, and they were having a hard time with him. And then the other 2 were beamed right on land, and then Jim got out to join them.
Mientras el incidente Allagash se develaba, los 4 hombres hallaron la explicación a la tan rápida combustión de la fogata. Para quienes investigan casos de secuestro, esto se llama tiempo perdido. Según los nuevos relatos, este tiempo perdido pudo comprender unas 3 horas, comenzando con la visión del artefacto desde la canoa, hasta el momento en que recuerdan haberlo visto partir desde la orilla. Sin embargo, la explicación del tiempo perdido no calmó sus nervios. De hecho, al final de sus sesiones de regresión, tenían más preguntas que respuestas con respecto a los hechos de esa noche en Smith Pond.
I mean, every time I had one of these experiences, I would rationalize it as a dream so I could cope with it and say, well, what the heck is really going on here? Is it related to my seizure disorder? Is it, something I'm eating? Do I have a brain tumor? Am I working too hard, or am I under a lot of stress? What the heck could possibly cause this kind of repetitive experience?
Los 4 hombres de este incidente no están solos. Su historia tiene numerosas similitudes con las de cientos de miles de personas que llevan una vida normal. Una vez reunidos, estos testimonios comprenden el cuerpo de evidencia anecdótica que ha llamado la atención incluso del más escéptico de los expertos. Además, su búsqueda de explicación los ha llevado a conclusiones radicales. Tan increíble como parece ser el incidente Allagash, es tan solo uno de los cientos de casos que se ha reportado en estos años. En el mundo del estudio de los ovnis, es un caso confiable con sólidos testimonios oculares. Para quienes estudian el caso, este confirma que un creciente número de personas es afectado por encuentros con lo desconocido.
I don't think we have proof that people really are being abducted and taken on board ships and probed with needles and all that. Here there is no real physical evidence. Certainly there are no photographs. There is a lot of testimony, but testimony alone doesn't convince a lot of people.
If you had the amount of evidence for the reality of the Allagash abductions for any other subject, any mundane subject, in a court of law, you could hang a person probably. But because of the bizarre nature of the case, that's not going to happen. People aren't going to accept that evidence, although the evidence is there.